Hello, and welcome back to BDB News, where we bring you your news every Tuesday. Starting off, we have our sports overview for the upcoming week. So, starting tonight, we have a double header at home versus Beersford. JVs are at the same time, starting at 4:30, and continuing that is girls and boys with a rolling schedule. Then, as we move on to the week, we have our Elkton game at home again on Friday, which is our boys and our JV girls, since our varsity girls already played Elkton. So, boys C team starts at 4, and then girls JV is at 5, and after that, we have our boys JV and boys varsity. And then also on Friday, we have a wrestling quad at Dell's with Chester, Dell's, Baltic, and us playing. And that is our sports overview for the week. Also, continuing on tonight with our Beersford game, we have our juniors doing a prom funding. They are doing the Chuck a Duck contest, so get your ducks and be ready to throw them out to the court to try and win the grand prize.
Now to our weather wizard, Seabass.
Hello, I am meteorologist Sebastian DeYoung, aka the Weather Wizard, and I am going to talk to you about week 5 of the weather. It is looking nice, so get outdoors and enjoy it. So today we have a high of 41 degrees and a low of 26 degrees. And then tomorrow we have a high of 49 degrees and a low of 23 degrees. And on Thursday we have a high of 50 degrees, half century of 100, but nice, 50 degrees and a low of 31. And on Friday, we have a high of 53 degrees and a low of 28 degrees. On Saturday, we have a high of 57 degrees and a low of 28 degrees. And on Sunday, it's going to be our warmest day with a high of 59 degrees and a low of 29 degrees. And on Monday, we have a high of 55 degrees and a low of 36 degrees. And on Tuesday, we have a high of 52 and a low of 37. So it is nice weather, looking good for y'all to get outside and have fun. Anyway, back to you, Brooklyn and Harper.
Thank you, Weather Wizard.
Now for this week's lunch. Today, there is fresh loaded hash browns with a biscuit, and your second option is a cheeseburger. On Wednesday, there's a chicken fajita with roasted peppers and onions with mini corn dogs as your second option. Thursday, French toast sticks with eggs, and then your second option will be a grilled chicken sandwich. You can either get spicy or regular. And then Friday, we have no school. It's in service.
Yippee.
Yay. It's a 4-day weekend.
Now introducing a new segment we have, thanks to Valentine's Day on Saturday this week, our Valentine's Do's and Don'ts presented by Chloe and Ella.
Thank you, Harper and Brooklyn. Now today we're going to be talking about Valentine's do's and don'ts since Valentine's is coming up this Saturday.
Starting with the do's. We do want you to ask her to be your Valentine before the actual day of Valentine's Day. This will show her that you care and think about her. The next one is get her a thoughtful note and then flowers, candy, and other gifts that she might like just to show her.
And it doesn't have to be super expensive. Like,
It's the thought that counts. Take her out to dinner on Valentine's Day and pay for the meal. Obviously, that's expected. And then plan ahead. This will show her that you put a lot of thought into it and effort.
Okay, now the don'ts. First, don't hang out with the boys on Valentine's Day. You should be hanging out with your girl.
That is an absolute no.
And then also don't forget to ask her, like we said, you should ask her to be your Valentine before Valentine's Day. And like, just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you're a Valentine.
You have to ask.
Yeah. Don't cancel last minute. Don't fight. Don't break up with her on Valentine's Day. And then you should dress good when you go out for dinner. And then, like we said, you should plan ahead so you're not like scrambling last minute. And yeah, you should just, yeah. These are our
Thank you.
Valentine's do's and don'ts. You should listen and
Please pay attention.
get your girl.
Thank you.
That was our do's and don'ts of Valentine's Day.
And now on to some of our callers and listeners that have been asking many questions about our Valentine's Day do's and don'ts. So let's listen to one. Our first one is from Dan, and he's from Sioux Falls.
Hey, so basically, I'm just so disorganized right now on Valentine's Day, and my girlfriend just, she just hates me, I think, sometimes, and I don't know what to do because I'm just disorganized and I need help. So can you girlies give me some advice on like what I could do maybe to not make her mad? So thank you, girlies. Goodbye.
Thank you, Dan, for reaching out and asking for our advice. Here's some things we would do.
It seems as if maybe you're not putting a lot of thought into like maybe how you're going about this relationship. So for Valentine's Day, I definitely would recommend getting her the gifts and flowers and candy. Definitely you should know what her favorite stuff of that is. So definitely figure that out if you don't know already. And write her a thoughtful note.
Yeah. And then on top of that, make sure you plan out what you're doing. And it really doesn't take that long. Just make sure your schedules align and plan out what you're doing so you're not stressing the day before. And a girl likes when it's planned out and she doesn't have to worry about anything. Moving on to our next message from Susie, also from Sioux Falls.
All right, girlies, I'm so sick and tired of my boyfriend and how he acts. It is so annoying. He doesn't even know what he's doing for Valentine's Day. Like, I can't do it anymore. I'm pacing around my room right now, calling you guys, because I just need some advice on what we could do and what you can maybe help me in a way I could tell him what I want to do for Valentine's Day, because it's not just what he needs to plan out, because he's not good at planning stuff out. So I need to step in and maybe tell him, hey, here's what I would like to do, and maybe he can take a hint. So, girlies, just please help me out a little bit. You guys know what you're doing. Just help me out a little bit, girlies, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Susie, for that question.
It seems to me like you and your boyfriend just need to have a conversation about what Valentine's is really about. It's about who you're with and what you guys are doing. And I think if you have a conversation with him on what you want from him and he probably wants from you too, and just talk to each other and you'll figure it out.
Thank you again to all the callers who called in and asked us amazing questions. Back to Brooklyn and Harper.
Thank you, Chloe and Ella. Hey, Harper, have you heard about the bathroom door that was broken?
Yeah, I actually seen it just laying on the ground.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I think we have a special guest who's ready to talk about it and how it happened.
I can't wait to hear this.
Yep. Sending it over to you, Aaliyah.
Okay, so on last Friday, at 12:59, I went to the bathroom, and when I was done, I opened the door, and it just, fell off, but I wasn't messing around with it, so someone was monkeying around on it, but yeah. So if you all saw that, I guess it was me. Yep.
Thank you, Aaliyah, for that confession.
Yep, but that puts an end to our BDB News segment. Tune in next week to find out more.